Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games All the Time. My name is Joachim and today we'll be playing Marvel Zombies, the team versus team mode. And as you can see, it is an extremely busy board. The zombies against the heroes. So as usual, I've taken zombies and zombie heroes and regular heroes that I haven't used yet. The bystanders are getting a little bit more tricky, or a little trickier, because a lot of them are coming back. There's a couple of them that haven't come out yet, but when I was setting up, I realized I don't want to open the boxes again to just find those that we haven't had yet. I think Bolivar Trask and William Stryker already came up, but they haven't actually been used. And then Gwen Stacy and Flash Thompson definitely are new. But first, let me tell you something a little bit about the team versus team mode. This is in the Clash of the Sinister Six box, right? It also comes with a subway station tiles and then regular tiles. This is the regular tiles. The reason why I'm not using the subway station is because it only has one spawn point. You have here 1, 2, and 1 and 2. The other one is smaller, only one spawn point, which I think will make everything maybe slower. Also, the mission I've chosen, as you can see, has 3 versus 3. You can also have 4 versus 4, which is of course much bigger. All right, so you can play team versus team, of course, from 2 to 8 players. 8 just means everybody has one hero. You can also see already there is one extra board. I didn't do that just for Flash, pun intended, Flash Thompson, but they actually suggest, or they tell you to use an extra board to use as a score tracker. Now, of course, the cards that I put on there, that's what I did myself. I put the zombie traits here, the discard here, the zombie cards that come out, this card will be here, and the zombie team ones, well, I'll just put them at the bottom. Same thing here for the heroes. If the board has to be there for scores, might as well be useful for other stuff as well. So let me just check if everything here is 0. Okay. So, of course, we all have our minions as well. Basically, team versus team is MOBA. Okay, think League of Legends and all those other versions of those games. So LOL and other games like this. That's basically what this game is. All right, in a nutshell. So during the setup, of course, you choose a mission first of all, and you place everything. Actually, this area, you can see the line here, right? That goes through here, all the way here, plus this part, that is the starting area of the zombies. And then this area, all the way to here is the starting area for the heroes. Now, as you can see, I spread them out, but of course, you can put them in any zone on this side. You can put them all in one corner and then spread out, or you can, create teams. I'm just doing it randomly, okay? Like Shay from RTFM would say, I'm going to play left brain, right brain, because I thought about doing it with a friend, but then I have to bring all those boxes somewhere else, which I'm not willing to do, and I wanted to get the video out sooner as well because I really want to try it. So yeah, here we are. All right, so there's also 4 bystanders that I already shortly touched upon. These will not be refreshed. When they're gone, they're gone. There aren't any cards in the decks either that say spawn a bystander. No, when the bystanders are gone, they are totally gone. So we have Gwen Stacy. Her zombie mode is, so if a zombie hero devours her, it's each time you draw a zombie trait, increase or decrease your hunger by 1. If it's a hero, each time you draw a heroic trait, gain 1 power. Then Bolivar Trask, who is over here, and Gwen Stacy was over there. Once during your turn, for the zombies, you may increase hunger to allow one other zombie hero within range 2 to perform 1 action, then resume your turn. That's tricky though, because one of the rules in this game, in this mode, is that every hero can only do the same action once per round. So for example, if Mysterio uses his holographic projections, if Bolivar Trask is used on Mysterio, he cannot use that specific action again this round. So it's tricky. And then for the hero mode, once during a turn, you may spend 1 power to allow one other superhero within range 2 to perform 1 action, then resume your turn. So basically the same thing. William Stryker, Hero mode, once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to select a zone within range 1. Move any bystanders and superheroes from that zone into your zone, ignoring enemies. That's pretty good in this mode. Zombie mode, once during your turn, you may increase hunger to select a zone within range 1. Move any bystanders and zombie heroes from that zone. So it's always going to be the same, right? Flash Thompson, each time a rush or extra activation spawn card is revealed, before resolving it, you may perform 1 free move action. Same thing on the other one. Now this is also not as good as usual because the extra activation cards are gone. There are still rush cards, but no extra activation cards, so he's only half as good. So basically these two are kind of gimped. So yeah, anyway, right, next is you need to take these decks and remove certain cards. So the spawn decks, basically you're going to remove the superhero cards, the extra activations, the escorted bystanders, troopers open fire, and specialist airdrop for the zombie mode deck. And the hero mode deck loses the zombie hero, the extra activations, the hidden bystanders, multiple man multiplication, and 2 times overdrive. So all those cards are removed, so the decks are noticeably thinner, and basically it's just regular spawns plus rush cards. That's what's left basically. Every hero and zombie hero has 3 life. It doesn't matter if you normally have 5. No, it is limited, it is capped at 3. Now, if you don't want to forget that, you can always put extra cubes from the other box in here, you know, to remind yourself that you can't go higher, but I don't think that's really necessary, honestly. I mean, they don't say that in the rule book, it's just something that I say. You have your own team-based zone. So this is the team-based zones, of course, but this is your objective. This is the zombie objective. This is the superhero objective. Of course, the superheroes are trying to get to the zombie one, and the zombie one is are trying to get to the superhero one. If you reach it, then you can use one of your actions to make all your minions go 1 step forward. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself now. All right. Then we have the Avengers token, which they say you should flip. And if it's like this, then the heroes start. If it's like this, the zombies start. So let's flip it and try to catch it so it doesn't destroy the board. No, that didn't work, but the heroes start. There we go. And then this is not used in the game, all right? But the heroes will begin, which is, of course, interesting. So what are some of the different rules here? Let's start with the round structure. First of all, you start by activating one of your heroes. So they start, right? For example, they will activate Sandman. They do whatever he wants to do, and then it's the other team. And then the heroes again. Zombies, heroes, until all of that is finished. Then it's the minions phase. Basically, all the minions move towards the other base, to the other side. Of course, the walkers will move once, and the troopers as well. The brutes and the guards will move once. But then the runners and the specialists, they will move twice. So they are, of course, faster. Okay? They don't attack, by the way, minions. They never attack. They just walk, basically. Also, when you activate skills or abilities of heroes, it says, consider the enemy phase as any moment when the enemy team is acting. So activating or spawning heroes or minions. All right, then after the minions phase, you have the scoring phase. So teams determine who controls each red objective and scores victory points, because you can see a red objective here, here, and here. If you have the majority, you score 3 points. If there's a tie, both teams score 3 points. So at the moment, there's a tie everywhere. So each team will get 9 points, 3, 3, and 3, right? But of course, they're going to move. So these are going to move away. The guards are going to move in. So it's still going to be a tie, depending on what the heroes do as well, of course. All right. Then is the spawn phase. Each team spawns 1 walker or trooper on each of their team-based tokens. So the team-based tokens, they are here, right? They're like the shiny ones, here and here. So they'll get 1 walker, 1 trooper. And then we're going to draw a spawn card for each of the spawn points. So you can see green, and then these 2 for the zombies, and then these 3 for the heroes. So you can imagine it's going to get populated. There's going to be a lot of fights. Basically a MOBA, right? Keep spawning people, keep moving, and so on. Then is the end phase. Each team draws 2 team cards. So you can see 2 cards here and here because you start with 2 of them. And then the first player goes to the token goes to the other team. All right. And then a new round begins. And you'll keep going until one team reaches 43. Now I'm going to play maybe a little bit of a shorter game depending on how fast the points go. So we'll see. I'm going to try and cap this at like a 1 hour playthrough, and then we'll see how it ends, because, you know, we'll see. All right. So you try to get to 43 points, but how do you get points? You get 3 points for the red ones that I already said, okay? But you also get 1 point for each minion that goes into the enemy baseline. So remember, enemy baseline is on the sides, right? And you also get 3 points for eliminating an enemy hero. So more about that in a minute. So the team cards that you have 2 extra cards, right? These 2 cards that you can use, okay? And each end of the phase you can draw 2 more, all right? The whole team has these cards. They're of course face down. Other people can't see it. I'm going to put them face up, but I'm only going to look, like for example, now I'll only look at theirs, and then when it's theirs, I'll flip them over and so on. All right, each hero can only use 1 team card during their turn. So even though we have 2 and 3 heroes, you can only use, 2 of them, and 1 per hero. And it gives 3 experience for the hero who uses it. So you can actually, if you're close to leveling up, you can use it to boost and get that next level. Because as usual, when the spawn cards happen, you will look at the highest level hero, and that is what spawns. So it's very important as well. All right, then the zombie heroes, by the way, when they are ravenous, normally they can't do much. They can just move and devour. However, now, with these cards, even if they're ravenous, they can still use it. Okay, then we have the heroes particularly. So I already spoke about if a hero manages to get here, a zombie hero manages to get here, or a regular hero, superhero manages to get here, you can use 1 action to move all your minions 1 step forward, which can of course give you a ton of points. But those objectives can never be taken, or they don't give you points for just standing there. Okay. Once again, all hero skills can only be used once per round. It doesn't matter if it's on their turn, outside of their turn, or as a consequence of something else. Only once. All right. So it's going to be tricky for me to remember, but I'm going to try. Then of course the health limit, we talked about that. All the bystanders start the game revealed. They never move. They don't move. Even the combat ones, but there's no combat one out here, but even the combat ones would be seen as just normal. Okay. As an action, a zombie hero can still devour a bystander, even if there are enemies there. So target priority for devouring doesn't matter. Okay. It's not an attack. It just happens automatically. As for a superhero, they can rescue a bystander in their zone, even if there are enemies. Same thing. Okay. And then both superheroes and zombie heroes can discard their bystander to ignore 1 wound as usual. And even when the heroes do it, it has no effect. They don't lose any zombie traits or nothing. Okay. They can just discard it to ignore 1 wound. And that brings us to combat, of course. So the hero's attack actions, doesn't matter which side, right? You have to choose either the opponent's team's heroes or minions. You can't divide it. Okay, you say, okay, the hero or the minions. The minions still follow the normal target priority. All right, as like the usual game, both modes. Very important, the heroes only have 3 life, but each health point is 2 toughness. Okay, but of course, if you have a hero that lowers toughness, then it's still just 1. So basically, normally you need to have 2 hits to deal 1 wound. Okay. Aside from that, you can discard a bystander. Yes, already talked about that, to ignore 1 wound. When a hero eliminates an enemy minion, they get 1 XP. When a hero eliminates an enemy hero, they gain 5 XP and of course 3 victory points. So 1 XP per minion, 5 per hero. So when a hero is eliminated, they are not dead. Okay, they just come back, they respawn, they lose their trait and bystander cards, they go power and hunger is back to 0. And the eliminated hero chooses any of their team-based tokens to be respawned on immediately. They restore their health to 3, but the activation token stays the same. So if a hero dies without being activated, he can still be activated. If he dies while already being exhausted, he will still remain exhausted. All right, cool, we're almost done. You can actually have, if you want to see more heroes and have like a more volatile or surprising game, whenever a hero or a zombie dies, you can actually do permadeath and then take a new hero from the box and introduce them. Like, boom, I now have Spider-Man who replaces Sandman or whatever. So that would be a truly epic game, I guess, if a lot of heroes die. But we're not going to do that now. One thing though, the new hero that replaces the old one would keep the same XP. So that is also a very important detail. All right, so the minions phase. Remember, the minions, they move towards the other base. They never attack anyone. No enemy minions, no heroes, no bystanders, nothing. They only move towards the enemy base line by taking the shortest open path. So when they move, they ignore bystanders, enemy minions, or heroes. Minions' movement is not hindered by enemy minions or heroes in their zone. They can just keep going, okay, no matter who's there. So when they reach the end, they're removed and immediately score points. All right. Okay, then we have the spawn phase. I already talked about that. Yeah, that's already done. All right, that's basically it. That is an overview of the rules. Of course, the other rules still apply, like you gain 1 power every round, or hunger, and things like that. You can still spend your actions the way you normally do, and so on. So let's take a look at both. Well, first of all, let's take a look at the mission, because we're doing Rumble in the Park, MTVT1. It has been rumored that in the chaos of the zombie outbreak, an Infinity Stone has been lost somewhere in Central Park. Both the superheroes and zombie heroes could make good use of this precious item to either halt the zombies or devour even more. Control of Central Park is of the utmost importance, so the dominating team can have time to search for the stone unperturbed. Honestly, there's no stone here. It's just purely, see who wins and that's it. So it's just flavor. I'll also show you the other two. So here we have the subway clash. As you can see, it only has 1 spawn point on each side. So it's much narrower, so I guess maybe more conflict. And then the mean streets of Manhattan, you can see, is very big. That's for 4 heroes and 6 tiles. Yeah, so that's much more sprawled out. And then the other missions that are in here are just typical hero mode and zombie mode stuff. So it has nothing to do with team versus team. However, at the back of the rulebook, we do have the team versus team rules summary, which is awesome. All right. So actually, we'll just use that to one more time go over it. But before I do that, you'll also notice that there are open doors everywhere. So no need to use actions to kick open doors. Everything is open. All right. So heroes that allow you to automatically open doors, once again, they're kind of nerfed here because it's part of their special action that's useless. So once again, scoring 3 points for controlling each red objective, 1 point for moving a minion to the enemy baseline, 3 points for eliminating an enemy hero. You start with the player phase. The team with the Avenger sign token hero activates 1 hero. Teams alternate taking turns until all heroes are activated. Then activate all minions, moving them towards the baseline. They don't attack, they just move. If they reach the enemy baseline, they are removed and score 1 VP for their team. The team with most game pieces on each red objective zone gains 3 VP. So once again, here, here, and here. If teams are tied, they both gain 3 VP, which is kind of necessary because you need to reach 43. That's quite a bit. And in the spawn phase, teams spawn 1 walker or trooper on each of their team-based tokens. Then they draw 1 spawn card for each of their spawn points. Those spawn points, they never change, okay? You can't conquer a spawn point or whatever. They're stuck. And then at the end phase, each team draws 2 team cards. The Avengers sign token passes to the other team. All right? So when you use a team card, it's 3 XP that you can get. Only a hero can use only once. Zombie heroes can use team cards while ravenous. Once per turn, if you're in the enemy team base objective, you can activate all minions of a single type. So not all minions, yeah, of a single type, so not all of them. Very important. All hero skills can only be used once per round. A hero can never have more than 3 health. And then the bystanders, they never move or attack. They can be rescued or devoured. And they can be discarded to ignore a wound with no consequence. And then combats, 2 hits to deal 1 wound to a hero. Each attack can target either the minions or a hero, never both. Attacking minions follows the target priority order. And eliminating an enemy hero grants 5 XP to the hero and 3 for the team. And eliminated heroes immediately respawn at their team base with no traits, bystanders, or power hunger, and their tag stays the same. Alright, I think we can start now. So as I said, I activate 1 hero. But it is the start of the round, so now it doesn't specifically say that you need to increase the hunger tracks and you need to increase the power, but I imagine you do. Because it doesn't say, it just says the round structure is different, and the player phase just says activate a hero. But does that mean that you don't increase the hunger tracks and so on? It says here each team uses the components and rules from their respective core box with the exceptions detailed in the following section. So I think that just stays the same because they don't mention that it's not or changed or whatever. So I think we can just say everybody goes up 1, either be it power or hunger. Okay, and also before we start, we should say what each team does, of course. So let's start with the zombies because we're going to start with the heroes. So we'll do zombies first. We have Mysterio, and he has hand to hand, so it's melee. 2 dice, hits on 4. Illusionary enemy. So once during your turn, you may spend 1 action and increase hunger to select 1 enemy within range 1. That enemy suffers 1 hit for each other enemy in their zone. So that can be very interesting, because you can see all these enemies here can immediately suffer from his illusionary enemy. He also has holographic projections. Once during your turn, you may move all enemies in a zone within range 1 to a zone adjacent to it containing enemies. So you just move them around, or move them back actually, away from the base. And then disappearing act. At the start of your turn, you can be placed in any zone within line of sight containing a zombie hero. Now I doubt the heroes will reach the end of the level. I think point-wise we'll get there before they reach max level, but we'll see. Then we have Venom, who is over here. Once during your turn, he has Rending Claws, which is also melee. 2 dice, hits on 3. Once during your turn, enemies suffer -1 toughness against your Rending Claws, which is really good against enemy heroes then. While Ravenous, you may suffer 1 wound to perform actions as usual. Okay. Then a new host. Once during your turn, you may perform 1 free devour attack against a target within range 2. If they are eliminated, move into their zone, ignoring enemies. That's also nice. And then danger sense. Each time enemies spawn within range 2, before any rush, you may increase hunger to perform 1 free attack and 1 move action in any order. Wow, cool. Dr. Octopus, who is over here. He has Tentacles, which is a range of 1, 3 dice, hits on 4. Once during your turn, you or another zombie hero within range 2 may draw 1 zombie trait. That's okay. Then Tentacle Grab. Once during your turn, you may select a zone within range 1 and move 1 enemy or bystander from that zone into your zone. Then perform 1 free devour attack targeting them. That's nice. And Lashing Fury. Each time you attack with tentacles, you may also deal the same number of hits scored to another zone within range 1. Oh, that's cool. It's like a double attack. Then the heroes, we have Green Goblin. He has a Pumpkin Bomb that's range 1, 3 dice, hit on 4. Goblin Glider, which is actually also over here. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power when moving to move +1 zone. Okay, ignoring enemies. So you can just go faster, which is good in this case with the enemies. And then Bomb Barrage. Once during your turn, after attacking with Pumpkin Bomb, you may immediately perform 1 free Pumpkin Bomb attack. Nice. And then Enhanced Goblin Serum, I really like this one. At the start of your turn, draw 1 heroic trait, then heal 1 wound or perform 1 free power-up action. That's really cool. Scorpion. He has Scorpion's Tail, range 1, 3 dice, hits on 4. Impale. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to automatically eliminate 1 walker or runner within range 1, or spend 2 power to eliminate 1 brute. And then we've got Tail Sweep. When attacking with Scorpion's Tail, you may spend 1 power to roll +1 die for each enemy in the target zone, ignoring zombie heroes for this attack. Oh wow. So +1 die for each enemy in the target zone. Nice. Scorpion's Fury. Once during your turn, you may perform 1 free power-up or attack action. And then Sandman. He has Sand Fists, which is of course melee. 2 dice, hits on 3. Body Manipulation. Once during your turn, when attacking with Sand Fists, you may spend 1 power to gain one of the following effects, or 2 power to gain both. +1 range, Enemies suffer -1 toughness, which is also good against heroes. So they both have a hero that can reduce toughness. I'm made of sand. Each time you would suffer a wound, you may spend 1 power to roll a die. On a 3+, prevent that wound. Oh, that's nice. But that means he always has to have power available though. And then Giant Slam, once during your turn, when attacking with Sand Fists, if there is a zombie hero in that zone, roll +3 dice, assigning hits to a single enemy. Otherwise, roll +1 die for each enemy in that zone. Oh, cool. Alright, so those are the heroes. And let's first look at what the what the heroes team, the living team, have as cards. We have Healing Nanobots, restore your health to 3, which is good. And to the rescue, spawn 2 guards in your zone. That is also nice because you want to get, you want to make sure to get like you dominate, you know, have control, right? So the Green Goblin, he can spend 1 to move +1 zone. So I think they're going to, what the minions move afterwards, right? So what if I'm thinking to try to bolster these guys or those guys with 2 guards, so they're more difficult to kill and forces them to kill more and maybe leave them open. So we have 3 actions. Okay, let's say he spends 1 power and then he moves twice. So, but he should, wait, let's redo that. Because we have this bystander, and each time a rush or extra activation spawn card is revealed before resolving it, you may perform 1 free move action, which is pretty good. So, let's not do the spawn 2 cards yet because he needs to save him. So he just does 1. He saves Flash Thompson and then takes his card. So Flash Thompson will not be devoured today. So that's 2 actions already. And then for his 3rd action, he is going to do what exactly? You could gain a trait. He can attack. No, he cannot. He cannot attack. I think he'll just gain a trait. Just keeping it slow. Alright. And the trait is Guardian. Discard when enemies move into a zone within range 2 containing a bystander or superhero. Move into that zone ignoring enemies. Okay. So that's him done. So then is the zombies' turn. I think I'm going to start with Dr. Octopus because he allows people near him to draw a zombie trait. So Dr. Octopus will allow, well, he can do it himself as well though. You or another hero. Well, let's just be selfish. He's going to take it for himself. And he gets Undead Rage. Discard and increase hunger by any amount when enemies enter your zone. Immediately perform 1 free attack targeting your zone. So that's pretty cool. So that's not an action because one's during your turn. So he still has 3 actions. He could devour Gwen Stacy, which means each time you draw a zombie trait, increase or decrease your hunger by 1. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's say is the opposite way, okay? Because it's kind of stupid. So he moves 1, devours her, and then increases his hunger by 1 because of Gwen Stacy. Actually, he decreases it because hunger doesn't do anything for... Oh, no, it's more extra dice, right? Yeah, increase it to 2. Okay, and then he still has 1 action left. So he moved and he devoured. Oh, yeah, we should look at their cards as well. So they have Satiate, restore your health to 3, which is basically the same as Healing Nanobots, and Feeding Frenzy. Choose a zone within range 1 and roll 1 die for each friendly minion there. For each result of 4+, deal 1 hit to a superhero in that zone. Okay, that's not applicable yet. So what else can he do? Because well, yeah, he's going to move forward here with the idea that next round they're going to go first. So basically it leaves Green Goblin open to get attacked. Alright, so now back to the heroes. Sandman sees him over here, but he would have to spend 1 power to get +1 range to be able to attack him. So it would be 1, 2, spend 1 power, and then you just roll 2 dice, which is kind of not worth it at all. So basically he needs power, because when he has power, he can do a lot of stuff, like lower toughness and so on. So he powers up to 3, and he still has 2 moves. So that's 1 move over here. And then he will also take a trait. So that's power up, move, and trait. Inspirational. Discard during your turn and spend 1 power. Another superhero within range 1 may immediately perform 1 free action. Okay, that's pretty nice. So actually, he could use it now. He could spend 1 power, and then technically, Green Goblin can attack Dr. Octopus. But then he would be using 4 dice and hit on 4. No, we're going to keep it for now. Alright, so that's the end of his turn. So we should, of course, flip it to indicate that we finished. Alright, here. So Venom, once during your turn, enemies suffer -1 toughness. Okay. And then we also still have Mysterio. You may spend 1 action to decrease hunger to select 1 enemy within range 1. Yeah, so that's kind of good. So he can do move 1, move 2, and then he's going to look over there and spend 1 action and increase his hunger by 1 to select 1 enemy within range 2. So let's say this trooper. And it will suffer 1 hit for each enemy in the zone, so it suffers 2 hits, so the trooper dies. So that's 1 XP for Mysterio, who gets the first kill. And that is also the end of his turn. And then they're all done. Everyone's done, right? No. Wait. Oh, we haven't used Venom yet. So now it's Scorpion. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to automatically eliminate 1 walker or runner within range 1, or spend 2 to eliminate 1 brute. Okay. So he's going to do 1, 2, power up is 3, and then spend 1 power to automatically eliminate 1 walker. So poof, done. So he's basically doing something similar than Mysterio. Alright, and then we have Venom. Once during your turn, enemies suffer -1 toughness against your rending claws. Yeah, so remember that. So he is melee. So he's actually going to go in the middle and fight, I think. But he'll only be able to roll 3 dice maximum and hits on 3. This could be enough to just take care of those 2 guys. Or, yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, and he's going to attack. He's going to roll 3 dice. And, you know, the -1 toughness doesn't matter here, but he's still going to attack. And he hits on 3s, so basically it's 3 hits. So these 2 guards, these 2 troopers are removed, so 2 XP for Venom. So he's at 2. Alright, and that's the end of the round. So then that's that was the player phase. Okay, and then the minions phase. So all of them move towards the enemy base line. They don't attack, they just move. So let's start here at the top. These 2 move over here. Wait. I'll just do all the zombies first. So these 2 move over here. No zombies here. These 2 move over here. This one moves over here. This one moves over here. This one over here. This one over here. This one runs twice, so 1, 2. 1, 2. That's it. Then the heroes. These guys go over here. Nothing. This one goes over here. Then the guard goes over here. The guard goes over here. This one goes over here. And then the runners. 1, 2. Well, the specialists. 1, 2. Okay. So those are all the minions. They have all moved. Then scoring phase, the most game pieces on each red objective zone gains 3 VP. So here it's 1-1, so both team gets 3. Both teams get 3. Here it is 2 versus 1, so the zombies get 3, thanks to Venom. And here it's 1 versus 1, so once again, so at the moment it's 9-6. 9-6. Alright. Spawn phase, teams spawn 1 walker on each of their team-based tokens. So there's one here. There's one here. And then 1 trooper. There's one here. There's one here. And then it is 1 spawn card for each. So let's start there. It is still regular, so that's 2 walkers only, you could say. So 2 walkers. Next one is 2 brutes, and they immediately activate. So it's a brute rush. So they're here. So they activate here and then poof. And then here we have 2 runners. Then on that side we have the activation card. So the first one here at the bottom is 4 troopers. That's 1. So 4 troopers. And then in the middle we have 2 guards. And then at the top over there we have 2 specialists. Alright, so that is the end of the spawning. Alright, and then is the end phase. Each team draws 2 team cards. So for the heroes they get ambush, choose a zone within range 1 and roll 1 die for each friendly minion there. For each result of 4+, deal 1 to a same thing as feeding frenzy. So basically. And then we have go. Activate all friendly minions in your zone. That's awesome. Then here, taking the wrong cards. We have, by the skin of your teeth, after attacking, reroll all your dice with a result of 1 once. Okay. And then by the skin of your teeth again. Alright, so it's twice. Alright, so now the first player token goes to the other side. And everybody gets +1. Alright. There are still 2 bystanders alive. They've been ignored by the 2 heroes who started here, but okay. Let's see. So the zombie starts. You flip over everything as well, so that we know who hasn't moved yet. And actually it says here, each time a rush or extra activation spawn card is revealed, before resolving it, you may perform 1 free move action. So this one was actually allowed to move when those brutes moved. So where do I want him to go? I'm going to move him to the side to protect the side there. Anything else? Gwen Stacy, each time you draw a zombie trait, increase or decrease your hunger. Okay, never mind. So, who are we going to start with? Venom can attack Sandman. But the problem is, the minion here, he will slow him down. So basically has to get rid of that minion first, the guard, or spend an extra action just to get past him. Which is the case with everyone. They're all stuck. All the heroes are kind of stuck because they all have the minions around them. Yeah. Okay, so basically everyone's stuck. That's a problem. So we should try to free someone up. The zombies don't have anyone who's fast. No, really. Nobody who can go faster than normal. With Dr. Octopus, actually enemies entered his zone here, and it said discard and increase hunger by any amount when enemies enter your zone. Immediately perform one free attack targeting your zone. So the moment that this person moved in here, he could have done that. So let's say he should have remembered maybe, because it's too difficult to do it now. Discard when enemies move into a zone within range 2 containing a bystander or a superhero, move into that zone ignoring enemies. So Green Goblin could have actually done two things, but okay, never mind. Okay, I need to make a move. I need to decide who I'm going to move. I think I'm going to keep going with Dr. Octopus, because he can allow someone to get a zombie trait, and he's going to allow Venom to get one. And it says Rotten Strength. Discard before attacking and increase hunger. Enemies suffer -1 toughness. Which is kind of annoying because he already has -1 toughness. But I guess you can add to it. But yeah, it's a useless card. It's just simple. It's a useless card. It's too bad. Okay. So I activated Dr. Octopus now, so he has to continue. So he is going to attack the specialist with 3 extra dice. So that's 6 dice. Sorry, he's over here, this one. So 6 dice, and of course, hopefully his hunger does not increase. Yeah, I can't choose to roll less dice, so... Oh, his hunger increases like crazy. But, of course, this one is dead, and he is now ravenous. Dr. Octopus. So he gets 1 experience. He needs to devour someone, basically. And he still has 2 actions. He will do 1, and then try to devour the guard who has 2 toughness. Yeah. So he's going to try and devour. So devour basically is roll 5 dice, and it has to be 2 4+. So yeah, he's devoured this guy, but it doesn't give XP, remember? But he is back to his own self. So basically, he did his 3 actions. He attacked, he moved, and he devoured. Yeah, all right, cool. So then it's their turn, and who are they going to activate? I think, because once again, everyone's stuck, right? We're going to activate Green Goblin. He's going to attack. He hits on 4, but he's going to roll 5 dice and hopefully roll 2 hits, because he hits on 4 or higher. He only hits once. That's disappointing. So he gets 1 XP. So he's at 1. Huh. I guess he'll just attack again, but this time just with 3 dice. Yes, done. So that's basically 2 XP in total. And I think he'll just power up, because he can use power to move. But then this guy's going to move here, so he's going to get stuck again. But he's going to move 1 forward, actually, just to get control of that area. Okay, so he's done. And it's back to the zombies. We're going to use... and actually, he's going to use to the rescue. He's going to spawn 2 guards in his zone and get 3 XP, so he's at 5 now. So 2 guards in his zone. So they're going to be tough to stop. So that's discarded. I'll put it there. Or just put it face down here. Okay, then we have the other side. We have Venom. He is going to... I was going to say he's going to do go, but there's no go. That was here. Activate all friendly minions. So Choose a zone within range 1 and roll 1 die for each friendly minion. There's only 2 dice, it's not worth it. So Venom is melee, alright? You cannot change it into ranged. No. So Venom is going to move 1. He's going to go in here and he's going to attack Sandman with 4 dice, and he hits on 3s, but Sandman is -1 toughness. So actually we're going to do Rotten Strength. We're going to actually actively discard this. So we get more hungry. So we have now 5 dice. We hit on 3s and his health is just 1. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And like I said, his toughness is only 1. So Sandman is knocked out and respawns here. But he loses his inspirational trait. That's gone. Everything else, this goes back to 0. But he still remains active. He can still do his turn later on. But he didn't roll any hunger, so he's fine there. But he gets 5 XP for defeating him. So that means he unlocks his next action. He has 7 XP now, Venom. So he moved and he attacked. So he still has 2 actions left. I guess he'll attack and then devour. So he's going to attack the guards there, and it's going to be 5 dice and hits on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Wow, so they're both dead. Yeah, 4 hits. He gives him another 2 XP. Oh, and because he killed a hero, it is 3 victory points, right? Yeah, 3 victory points. So 11 for them. Wait, it should be 12. Yeah, 12. Because they already had 9, right? 9, 6, yeah. Okay. So he still has 1 move left. No, he's not going to try it. I was thinking he's going to try and go here, but it's better not to. I think it's better to gain a trait. Yeah. Discard during your turn, decrease hunger by 1. Oh, I should have moved because people are going to spawn here. I'm going to get stuck. Ah, yeah, stupid. Ah, it is what it is. Yeah. Oh, but I can't get a trait, right? Because I already got a trait. But I got one. I didn't use an action to get one. Yeah, so I think it's fine, right? Because, yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so he's done. That was kind of an epic turn. So now the reply has to come from the hero. I think in that case he'll just move 1. He'll still power up, but he's also going to take a trait. Tactical. Discard during your turn and spend 1 power. Select 1 zone within range 2. All enemies in that zone activate and attempt to move towards your zone. I don't want to do that at this point. But yeah, so I moved once, I powered up and took a trait, so done. And then the last person, Mysterio, all the way here. He is stuck with this person here, so he has to try to get out. So that would be 5 dice that hit on 4. Yeah, so 5 dice that hit on 4. Let's see. Okay, 1 hunger. Of course, the runner's dead, so that gives him 1 XP. 1 XP for Mysterio, so he's at 2. And he's ravenous now. So he still has 2 actions. Well, he can actually go and devour William Stryker, which allows him to pull people in, but he doesn't really want to. Well, he is hand to hand actually. And it says, I can spend 1 action, increase hunger to select 1 enemy within range 1. It suffers 1 hit for every in the zone. Yeah, but yeah, he needs to devour someone. So you might as well move here and then automatically devour. You don't have to roll in this case. So he gets William Stryker and 0 hunger. So once again, once during your turn, you may increase hunger to select a zone within range 1. Move any bystanders and zombie heroes from that zone into your zone. So move any bystanders and zombie heroes. So in this case, he could pull him in there. So he attacked, he moved, and he devoured. And I think he will do that actually. So he increases hunger by 1. And he pulls Venom here to avoid getting attacked by Sandman. He's like, get over here. Okay, done. And then last one is Scorpion. Scorpion will say go, 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 and activate all the 4 people in his zone to move forward 1 spot. So they're all here together with 5 of them. And so that gives Scorpion 3 XP. So he's up to 4. Then it says I can spend 1 power to automatically eliminate 1 walker or runner within range 1. So he's going to spend 1 power to get rid of the person next to him. So that's another XP for Scorpion. So he's at 5 now. So then he still has all his 3 actions. And he has a ranged attack. But this is a wall. So sadly he cannot see them. It's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem, these 2 guys here. I kind of want to try to push to get the XP going, but then there's only 1 XP here and 1 XP here. And it would be 1, 2. Once again, it is ranged. Oh yeah, so he could attack from here. But then the problem is he only has 5 dice and hits on 4. And you need 6 hits because there's no... Yeah, so that's not really a good option. So what he's going to do is, still has 3 actions. He's going to get a trait. Inspirational. Discard during your turn and spend 1 power. Another superhero within range 1 may immediately perform 1 free action. And that's not useful at the moment. So there's 2 actions left. He's going to move in here. There's 1 action left. And he's going to attack the brutes with 5 dice because you need 2 hits and it's 4 or higher. Let's see. Oh, see, I don't even have it. I just have 1 hit. So it just bounces off. Yeah. So sadly he's not able to kill the brute because he has toughness 2. And that's the end of his turn. So all the round is completely over. So activate all minions. So once again, let's start with the zombies. No zombies here. 2 zombies here. And they reach the end. So they immediately poof and it's 2 points. It's just 14. No zombies here. 1 zombie here. Goes here. 1 here. That's 1 and 2. So poof. Another point. 15. These 3 guys, they go here. This guy is 1, 2, so once again, poof, 16. This one comes here. Then these 2 guys come over here. This one over here. This one over here. And this is 1 and 2. And then is the heroes. So we have 2 troopers here. They reach the end. So boom, that's also done. 2 points. So that's 8 points. Then it is heroes, heroes, heroes. 1 here. So that's another point. That's 9 points. Then we have these 3 guys here that move here. Then we have these 5 guys who move over here. Then 1 and 2. Nothing. 1 and 1. All right. And then after moving the minions, the team with the most game pieces on each red objective zone gains 3 points. So obviously here it is the zombies who get 3. So they have 19. Here it's also the zombies. So it's 22. Here it is the heroes. So it's 12. So at the moment it's 22-12. It's not looking good for the heroes. But at least they get to start this round. But first we spawn. So team spawn 1 walker. So 1 walker, 1 walker, 1 trooper, 1 trooper. And then draw cards. So for the zombies, it's good news because they're in the yellow. The heroes, they are nowhere near the... Oh yeah, they're nowhere near the yellow. So on the top, they spawn 2 runners. So here are 2 runners. Here we have 1 brute. At the bottom, we have 4 walkers and they rush. So they immediately come here. And there's 1 more. Then the heroes. So here at the bottom, we have 6 troopers and they immediately rush. So 1 and then 5 more. Obviously, it would be way better if these were painted. It's much easier to distinguish between zombies and heroes. Or troopers and zombies, troopers and walkers. So that's 6, all right. Then in the middle, here, we have 2 guards and they rush. So they're here. And then at the top, we have 4 troopers and they rush. Or they seem to be realizing that they need to do something here. So 4 and they rush. Not a moment too soon. Okay, so then each team draws 2 team cards. So for the zombies, that is Satiate, restore your health to 3. And set your hunger level to 1 and heal 1 of your wounds, shared meal. Alright, and then for the heroes, we have... wrong deck. Save the day. After attacking, roll all dice with a result of 1. And... Ambush, which you already have. Choose a zone within range 1 and roll 1 die for each friendly minion there. For each result of 4+, deal 1 hit to a zombie hero in that area. Okay, so they start. I actually want to try to do ambush. The problem is there's no zombie hero who's surrounded by enough minions. So, the only range one we have is Scorpion. But he is now stuck with all those minions. But he can level up though by attacking them. Which I think he will do. Everybody gets +1. It's important. For many reasons. For example, Venom is now ravenous. Oh, and by the way, he was allowed to move again. Because it says each time a rush or extra activation spawn is revealed before resolving it, you may perform. He was actually allowed to have 3 free movements because there were 3 rush actions here. So it says each time, right? So he could have gone and yeah. So he could have basically done this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Anything else? Dr. Octopus. Enemies entered in here in his zone, so he could discard and increase his hunger. So to 3 and immediately attack. So he immediately attacks those 2. I know it's in retrospect, but I'm controlling so many heroes that I have to do it like that. Otherwise, I'll forget. So basically, he's going to roll 6 dice to see if he can get rid of these guys. So 6 dice. And hits on 4. Wow. He doesn't get rid of any of them. Yeah. It's just 1 hit and it bounces off. So that extra action was useless. Yeah, okay, that's it then. Alright, anyway, so we're gonna do Sandman. No. We activate everyone. We're gonna do Scorpion. So he's going to use all his power. Yeah, he's going to use 6 dice because he really needs to get rid of all 4 of them. But he hits on 4s. It's so painful though. He could spend 1 power to eliminate 1 walker, but well, let's just leave 1 power alone. So we have 5 dice to hit on 4. So it's just 1 hit. Oh, so he kills 1. That's 6. He spends 1 power to kill another one. So now he has 3 more actions, because all he did was attack once. Yeah. So 3 more actions, so he'll attack again with 3 dice. Nothing. 2 more actions, he'll attack again. Oh my goodness, nothing again. And then he'll attack again. Wow. He was able to kill all of them eventually. So he gets 2 more XP, which puts him on 9. And then, is there anything here? Oh, I could have used Save the Day. No, okay, whatever. Nothing else here that I can use. No. I should have used Save the Day, but yeah, it is what it is. At least he is now, the spawning will now all be in the yellow, and that was very important. Okay, so he's done. And then it's the zombies. And they're basically all here. They're also stuck. So I think Venom is going to start. He's going to devour this trooper here next to him. So basically that is 5 dice. And he needs to have 4 plus. Okay. So he's back to 0. This guy's gone. And then he still has 3 actions. So he'll move once. He will attack once. 2 dice that hits on 3. That's no problem. He gets 1 XP. So devour, move, attack. He has 1 more action. He cannot hit from range, can he? No. And with his final action, he will get another zombie trait. Frenzied. Discard during your turn and increase hunger. Perform 1 free attack action. Oh, that's cool. So Venom has basically cleared the way to try to get to that point. But now is the hero's turn. They're going to do Green Goblin. He will attack with 3 dice, hits on 4 to try to get rid of this one. Hopefully he'll be able to get at least 1 4. He's not using the power. Does he have anything else? Discard during your turn and spend 1 power. Another superhero within range 1. There's no one within range 1, so... Okay, 654, yeah. He's so dead. So he gets 1 XP. So he's at 6. That was 1 action. And 2, and then as a 3rd action, he basically activates all of 1 type. So I think that'll just be the troopers, because we have a lot of troopers on the board, because all the troopers are activated. So these 4 reach the end. So he did that. So that's 4 points for the heroes, so they're up to 16. Then all these guys move forward 2. So at the end of the round, they're also going to score. And these 4 move forward 2. They're on this side, okay? And this one moves forward. This one moves forward. Yeah. Okay, so that was Green Goblin. He has finished. And then it is the zombies, who suddenly have a problem because they didn't check their back. Mysterio is going to also try to use that action, because I think they can do that action even if there's someone there. Yeah, exactly. So he has 2 hunger. It's melee. You can spend 1 action, increase hunger to like 1 enemy within range 1. He suffers 1 hit for each enemy in their zone, and it doesn't matter. So he has 1 action, 2 actions, and the 3rd action is that he activates every type of a single type, and he's going to activate the brutes. So that'll be 1 point, 4 points, 5 points. This one comes here. That's it. So 5 points for the zombies. So that's 27. So 27 to 16. So I guess that was the answer of the zombies to the move of the Green Goblin. So that's the end of Mysterio. He just basically moved, and then did that. And it says, once during your turn, you may increase hunger to select the zone within range 1. Move any bystanders and zombie heroes from that zone into your zone. So what he's going to do is going to increase his hunger, and he's going to pull good old Venom with him. So it's more difficult to get them out of there. And then, of course, the heroes are going to activate Sandman. And it says that he could try to tempt enemies to come to his zone, but that's not worth it. And once during your turn, when attacking with Sand Fists, you may spend 1 power to gain one of the following. Enemies suffer 1 toughness. So he's going to roll 4 dice that hit on 3. And he's going to attack Venom, because Venom has the easiest time of attacking him. So he hits Venom for 3. So Venom is dead. So Venom's knocked out. He goes back to, let's put him here. Venom loses his traits. And everything else stays the same. But 3 victory points for the hero, so that's 19. 5 XP for Sandman, so he's now at 5. And power is at 0. And that was just his first action. He still has 2 actions. He will power up. And then with 4 dice, he will attack Mysterio, even though he cannot kill him, but maybe he can wound him at least. So he hits him for 3, but 2 toughness, so he only hits him for 1. So Mysterio takes 1 wound. But he did roll this. So after attacking, we roll all die with a result of 1. So he's going to do this, just for the 3 XP actually. And we roll this one. It's a 3, which is not good enough, right? It is good enough, yeah. So actually he wounds him twice. Okay. And also 3 XP, which puts him on 8, which means he can attack again, but only with 2 dice. So if he manages to roll 3 plus twice, then he will kill Mysterio as well. He does not. So sad. Okay, so that's it. That's Sandman. And then the final one is Dr. Octopus, who's here. Remember his failed attack with the guards. He's going to try that again because everything else here isn't really useful. So let's try. He's going to roll 6 dice, hits on 4s. 1, 2, 3. So only 1. So he has 2 hits, so he kills 1 of them. That gives him 1 XP. So he's at 2 now. Right, so he didn't roll any 1s, so at least there's that. So he's going to get a trait because you can do it once a turn. Discard during your turn, decrease hunger by 1. Okay, but he can attack again with 6 dice, yeah, to try to get the other one. So he does roll hunger, and he doesn't kill him at all. So he's up to 4. So basically, he attacked, then got this, but that's what he gets anyway. Then attacked again. Now he's decreasing this to reduce it, and then he's going to attack again just to try to get that last guard out of the way. And it works, but he becomes ravenous again. I actually should have just devoured him. It would have been way easier. What have I been doing? It's too late now. So he's gone. That's another point of XP here. So 3. And yeah, I didn't use anything here, so yeah. All right. I think that's it again. The end of the round again. So this round is going to be very interesting, I think. So activate all minions first of all. So let's start with the zombies. So no zombies here, no 2 here. So boom, 2 points for the zombies. So there are 29. 2 zombies here. One zombie here. 1, 2 zombies here. One zombie here. One zombie here. No zombies. One here. And that's it. All right, so then it is the heroes. So all these are going to score. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Wow, 9 points. Talk about a comeback. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 9 points. So this 28. And then all these are going to score too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, 7. So that's 35. And then any other heroes? This one was here. This one here. No, everybody else has been removed. Okay, wow, that's pretty crazy. The amount of scoring. So now it's 29 and 35, a huge swing. All right, then we have the red objectives. There's no one there. Dr. Octopus scores this one again, putting them on 32. But then Scorpion scores this one, putting them on 38. So the game is almost over. And then they spawn, of course, one walker, one trooper, and then the cards. So it's still in the yellow. And the first one on the top is 6 walkers. In the middle, 5 walkers. Okay, so now all the walkers are coming out. Too little too late though. And then here at the bottom, 8 walkers and they rush. Really, you're gonna make me take all these miniatures while the game is most likely gonna end this round. 2. Okay, and also because it's a rush, remember every time a rush comes out, it means that the Green Goblin can move, but he's not gonna move because he's right where, well, is he where he wants to be though? Because even if he makes all the heroes of a certain type move, I guess this one could score. Yeah. There's only one who could possibly score. Yeah. But I guess I'll just leave him. Alright, so that's that one. Now here they moved, yeah, so they're done. So then it's the heroes. They spawn here at the bottom, so also yellow. 6 guards. 6 troopers, sorry. Then over here, 2 specialists. And then at the top, 5 troopers and they rush. Okay, so that was the spawning. And then 2 team cards. So for the zombie team, set your hunger level to 1 and heal 1 of your wounds. And then the second one is activate all friendly minions in your zone. So that's really good. And then for them, we have spawn 2 guards in your zone, which is also nice, especially for him. If he spawns here, it's an instant 2 points. And then restore your health to 3. But the zombies start though, not the heroes. Alright, so zombie starts. And everybody gets +1 if they're not ravenous already. So 2 of them are ravenous. One. So to win, the zombies need to have 11 points. So first of all, let me just double check that though. They don't say anything about you can't do it when someone's there. So I imagine you can still do it. So we're gonna start with Mysterio, who will activate 1 type. Okay, so he does it. And the ones that move forward are the regular ones, the walkers, because we're going to try to get these there. So these two walkers reach the finish line. So 34. All of these guys now stand next to all of these guys. And of course they're all falling. Once again, painted, this would look way better. Now it's just a bunch of gray people standing next to each other to really check it out. This one comes here. This one comes here. This one comes here. All of these go here. This one comes here. And all of these join these guys. Yeah. And this one comes here. All right. So that was one action. He still has two actions. He can't devour him, can he? It's way too difficult to devour him. Actually, no. Oh, what he just did, he's not allowed to. I don't think he's allowed to. Okay, in that case, I would still allow it because he's going to use shared meal. Set your hunger level to 1 and heal one of your wounds. So he'll be basically getting himself 3 XP. So that's 5. And then, so this is discard. And then his hunger is 1. And he heals 1 wound because he only had 1 life. So it actually works out. And then so that's that's not an action, that's just using a theme thing. So then the action would be using that, and he still has 2 actions left. So now he can actually attack Sandman, but I don't think he's going to because it would be stupid. Yeah, but what to do though? Because he would only attack with 3 dice and hits on 4. So he might be able to wound him a bit. Choose a zone within range 1 and roll 1 die for each friendly minion there to hit another hero, but that doesn't work. I'm just going to attack. Maybe boost my hunger. Maybe I can hit him for a little bit. So I'm just on 1 action. So I still have 2 actions. So it's actually really good. 6 and a 5. So I do hit him for once. So he's down to 2 health. And then I'll just do it again. I could get a trait though. Yeah, but if I die, I might die. So no. Attack. Oh, I hit him again. So Sam is down to 1 health. Okay, so he's done. Then it's the hero's turn. If they active, because they only need 5 points, so they could kill a hero. They could also activate, but then activate is not enough because they don't have anyone who can make it. There's no hero that can make it out. That can make it out there to activate that, so that doesn't work. He is free now though because they went past him, so that's interesting. He can spawn 2 guards though in his zone. That would be an instant 2 points. And then would have to try to kill someone. Okay, Mysterio is the best option. So we're going to activate Sandman and power up. So he's up to 3. And then spend, I think he has to. He's going to power up twice and then spend 1 power to lower his toughness to 1. So he's going to roll 5 dice. And he needs to hit 3 times over 3. And he does it. Yep, so bye-bye Mysterio. So he's going to spawn here. And get back 3 life. He loses bystander. Oh, but he could... Oh my god, I haven't been doing that. It's not bye-bye Mysterio because he gets rid of William Stryker to negate 1 hit. So he's still there. No, he had 2 life. So it doesn't matter. He's dead anyway. And I moved him. So yeah, he had 2 life, and then even if he would have discarded William Striker, it would have made no difference. Okay, so that's 3 points. So at 41, and 5 for Sandman. So he's at 13. So basically, Sandman did power up, fight. So he still has 1 action left. Yeah, there's nothing really that you can do, to be honest. He's going to use one of these. Restore your health to 3 nanobots. There you go. He gets 3 XP, so he's up to 16, and he's back. He's healthy again. Yay. Which is something that Mysterio could have done, but he healed for 1 to get rid of his hunger. So yeah, can only do 1 per hero. So he's done. Back to the zombies, who definitely have a problem now. Because he wants to go here, but he's blocked by these 2 guys. He's also blocked this way. He's also blocked this way. So Dr. Octopus can't just go there. He's still in blue as well. So we'd need to have 4 XP to be able to have that extra action. So he definitely can't activate that. Is there a hero he can kill? Because he's ravenous at the moment. So yeah, he needs to eat first. But he is ranged, right? So he'll move here. He will devour, so that's 5 dice. No. He moves there. Then he sets his hunger level to 1 and heals one of his hunger level to 1 and heal a wound. But the healing is not important, but he gets 3, so he's at 6 now. Then he will, so he just did 1 action now. He moved in there and then used that card. Then he's going to use 4 dice to attack those around him. Those 2 specialists. Hits on 4s, so he kills 2 of them, so they're both dead, which means he gets 2 XP. And he now has an extra action. So once again, he moved and he attacked, right? So now he has 2 more actions left, which he can focus on Sandman. Once during his turn, he can give himself a zombie trait, so it's going to do that. Discard during your turn, perform 1 free devour attack. Oh, but he didn't devour. He didn't need to devour. Okay. Anyway, if I started with that, it would have been way better. Okay, 4 dice, hits on 4, attacking Sandman from distance. So that's 1 hit. So Sandman is down to 2. And then he'll do it again. So hits on 4. 1 hit again. Sandman is down to 1 health. But not enough to kill him, which is what they actually needed. So, oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I am stupid. He should have moved in and activated, because he just attacked twice. If he activated, how many points would it have been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's a victory. That is a victory. I forgot to move in. Well, you know what they say, once you roll, it's done. So probably the hero's going to win now. It's my mistake, but it's automatically my mistake because I'm playing against myself. So, all right. So then for the heroes, we have, we've only done Sandman so far. So I think it'll be Green Goblin then. Who will activate? We only need, doesn't matter. Green Goblin spawns 2 guards in his zone. Boom, 2 points, done. Yeah, so finished. So basically, it could have been finished here. All right. So as you can see, it is some pretty crazy stuff, all of this. I think it'll be I think it would be very entertaining to play this against someone else and to strategize and, you know, try to stop the hordes. And the rush cards change a lot because suddenly they're breaking through. Because if he had gone through and activated that, then the zombies would have won because of the sheer amount of numbers, that would have broken through. Yeah. And of course, some of these cards are really good. Let's see what else was in there. I think maybe just doubles of what we've seen already. Activate the minions. You and another superhero within range 2 gain 2 power. That's also nice. Yeah. For the... let me just put this back nicely. And for the zombies, anything that we didn't see, we saw this already. Spawn 2 boots in your zone. Yeah, that didn't come out. So basically, it's just the same cards. So it's also kind of like a luck of the draw, I guess. And of course, reaching the end and then spawning is instant points. And killing heroes is only 3 points, so it's not that much. The points ramp up quite quickly. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. So how long have we been recording now? 1 hour and 37 minutes. And I think easily maybe like 20 minutes could be shaved off of that. So yeah. I think if you play with 2, it's going to be faster because you don't have to worry about both sides and everything. Really cool. Really enjoyed it. Really liked it. I like this mode, but it is it's very challenging to break it all open, you know. It's a lot of stuff because you have the zombies, and then you have the regular guys, and then you have the bystanders, the different decks that you need to get and everything. Yeah, I can understand why they don't add spawning bystanders because that's even more stuff you need to do. And all the trays. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, nevertheless, really cool. Yeah, this is just to show you how it works, right? Because if you play against someone else, it's going to go differently. And yeah. Also, feel free to let me know what else you want to see. There's still several boxes that I haven't touched yet. The Fantastic Four I haven't touched yet. I haven't touched the regular missions for the ones that you see here. There's also Guardians of the Galaxy that I haven't touched yet. Hydra Resistance and the special sets, the artist set and whatever. And feel free to drop by on Discord or leave any comments that you want, and I'll definitely reply sooner or later. Okay, I think we can stop here. My name is Joachim. This was Zombie Games All the Time, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.